Hello there, Natalie here, and welcome. Today I am going to be talking about how to meditate for beginners. In today's video, you're going to learn why meditation is so powerful, how to focus your mind so that you can be successful with your meditation, and the best way to approach your practice so that you don't get frustrated. I think that's one of the most common things that I hear people who have attempted to meditate is that they tend to get frustrated. So I'm going to make it very simple and easy so that you can start your own meditation practice. The power of meditation. Meditation allows you to quiet the chatter in your mind. We have a tendency to get very connected to the thoughts in our mind. They're kind of always running, right? And we're jumping from one thought to the next and thinking about our life and what I'm going to have later for dinner and what happened yesterday and the future. And there's so many things that are just constantly running in our head. So one of the wonderful things about meditation is it allows you to quiet your mind. It quiets all that internal dialogue and allows you to let go of some of that drama so that you can actually relax. Relaxation and being calm is so important. It can even lower your blood pressure as you start to really get quiet and tap into that internal calmness that we all are capable of having. Meditation creates awareness of your thought patterns. Since we have a tendency to be very closely connected with that internal dialogue, by meditating, it allows you to get quiet, and then as thoughts do start to arise, because it's bound to happen when you're meditating, you can start to be aware of the thought patterns that you have. Maybe there are certain repetitive thoughts or things that you have a tendency to focus on, and as you meditate, you start to bring light to these are my patterns. When you start to notice your thought patterns, it creates a deeper awareness of who you are. Those thoughts end up creating an emotional state. So you'll notice that as you have a thought, maybe an emotion starts to come up. The emotions that you live in, whether it's stress and constantly running lists in your head of all the things you've got to do, that creates an emotional state. The emotional state and thoughts that we have is how we view the world, the vibration that we put out into the world, and it also is equivalent to what we're attracting back into our life. So this practice can be extremely helpful for creating that awareness so that we can start to make some shifts in our life. Meditation brings clarity into your life. So as you start to notice when you get better and better at practicing meditation and quieting your mind, it's the gaps between your thoughts that brings a state of calmness and brings a state of clarity. It's those moments when we truly get quiet that we can start to tap into our own divine energy. This is where a lot of our best creative ideas come from. This is where your intuition grows stronger. You start to really tap into the essence of your own higher self and your soul so that you can get clarity on your life. It brings more peace into your life, more awareness, and it just makes life easier and more peaceful. You really start to step into the real you instead of being bogged down by all that internal dialogue and the mind chatter. It allows you to get really clear and can create some massive shifts in your life for the better. How to focus your mind for meditation. First, we want to get into a comfortable position. So whether it's on a couch, sitting in your favorite chair, or laying down on a bed, find a place that you're comfortable, but also a place that you're not going to fall asleep as you start to meditate. That's important because we still want to have an awareness and an alertness in our meditation without actually going all the way under. If you need a nap, go take a nap. But if you're trying to practice meditation, make sure you're not too tired while you're practicing your meditation. Next, the goal is close your eyes and get quiet. Take a deep breath. And just start to quiet your mind and quiet your thoughts. You may want to do a little bit of relaxation, imagining the relaxation starting from the top of your head, relaxing the muscles around your eyes, underneath your eyes, your cheekbones, your jaw. Just slowly start to allow your body to relax and get into a really Zen state. Now there's two different ways you can kind of focus, because to just focus on being quiet can be very challenging. So it helps to kind of have an external focus. one thing you can do is focus on sound. This is probably my favorite thing to focus on, is I actually start to focus on what can I hear? Just allowing my ears to really tap into all the sounds around me, whether it's a bird chirping outside, I can hear the hum of electronics in the room, you know, maybe I can hear some cars in the distance, plane flying overhead. Now, I'm listening not only for all the little sounds, but focus on the no sound. Focus on the quiet as well. Now, as you do this initially, you may start to notice a thought labeling. That's an airplane. That's a car. That's a bird outside. That's someone's lawnmower. And we want to try to shift away from that into just noticing the sound. Just start to be there and allow it to be. Now, it's okay if thoughts start to arise in your mind. As you start to notice a thought come in, just notice it and let it go. And keep bringing yourself back into that state of quiet and just being clear and noticing. If you focus on sound, you're going to be focusing on the sound and the no sound. Another thing you can focus on is space. And this one can be done with your eyes closed or your eyes open if you want to be in a little more of an alert state. But you can focus on feeling and seeing and experiencing the space around you. So just noticing the space between you and the coffee table in front of you, you and the ends of the couch, you and the ends of the room. You're noticing the space and also the no space. So it's more of a feeling and an experience. But again, the goal is to notice and to be present and to be one with it versus labeling it as, oh, I can feel the energy of the coffee table. Okay, that's this is that. We want to avoid the labeling. That's just more mind chatter going on. So the goal here is to find that space and to find that quiet, because the gaps between the thoughts is when we become present. When you have no thoughts in your mind, that's when you're right there in the present moment right now. And the moment a thought comes up, your energy is somewhere else. Your energy is on that thought. So meditation is really about coming into that place of quiet, about coming into that place of I am here right now and I am fully present, fully alert, and fully in this moment. And the beauty of this meditative practice is that when you start to get good at this, it can start to flow into your life. Excuse me. That energy can come into your life, not only during your meditation, but when you're at work, when you're with your family, when you're with your friends. And instead of being in this internal dialogue and your energy somewhere else in the mix of all your thoughts, you can really be in the world. And so this meditation practice is so wonderful and so essential for creating presence in your entire life. Approaching your practice. This is one of the most important components, I feel, of your meditation practice, especially as a beginner, because this is where I think most people get frustrated, is how they approach the practice. Yes, of course, the goal is to get quiet and to be present, but it's also extremely important that you're not hard on yourself, okay? Thoughts are going to come up. Emotions are going to come up. There's going to be some barriers and some things that you'll have to work through. But the goal of your meditation, as a thought comes into your mind, is not to be hard on yourself. Why can't I quiet my mind? And to be judging yourself and to be hard on yourself. The goal is just to notice it and let it go. Just be aware of it. Be the awareness without the judgment. So not only not being hard on yourself, but then not also judging that idea. If you're starting to run a list in your mind, don't be hard on yourself that that list is being ran and you wish you could get quiet, but is this good? Is this bad? Don't start to analyze. Your meditation is not the time to analyze. You can look at that later. The meditation is just to let go of all judgment, just to be in the moment and to be in your awareness. And this takes practice. And it's one of those things that's going to evolve over time. And the more you practice, the better you're going to get at it. But allow yourself to let go. This is not the time for perfection. This is not the time to feel like you have to be perfect and, there's only one way to do this and so is better than me at the meditation. Or, oh, I'm so frustrated, I can't handle this because there's too much mind chatter. That's the whole point. The goal is that this is a practice like every other practice. Just like brushing your teeth, it's something that you've got to work on very consistently, and it gets better and better with time. Those teeth get cleaner and cleaner as you continue to brush them, but if the longer you go, you may start to lose some of that. So sticking with this meditation practice, just noticing your thoughts, not judging the thoughts as anything, not analyzing, not being hard on yourself is what's going to allow you to maintain this practice and to really get the most out of it. So whether you start with 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or an hour, whatever your choice is, every little bit counts. In the beginning, you'll notice maybe there's just a second or two where you have that gap in your mind, but over time, you'll have 5 seconds of quiet, then maybe 10. And it becomes a way of being and a way of life that brings so much clarity. So don't forget the power in this, because it can really make a huge difference in tapping into all the answers of the universe that come to you, that are already within inside of you, but that chatter is just getting in the way. You have the power to tap into all of your own divine energy, the energy of the universe. Answers and creativity will come to you for every success that you want in life, but sometimes that mind just gets in the way, and meditation can be the way to help clear out that block and allow you to tap in. I hope this was a wonderful video for you and gave you some insights. I wanted to keep it as simple and as clear as possible, and I hope you're inspired to start your own meditation practice. Every little bit counts, so start with 5 minutes. That's all you really need, and see how it feels. See if we can let go of that judgment of ourselves, of our thoughts, of other people, of everything, and just get quiet, get present, and start to tap into your deeper divine energy source. You're going to feel so amazing if you continue with this practice and really learn how to let go of a lot of the resistance that we have in life. The resistance that you have to meditation is a reflection of the resistance that you have in your life somewhere else. So if there's a resistance to this, know that you've got resistance, and that's one of your blocks. And until you get rid of some of that resistance, you're never going to find that inner peace, because you can't have inner peace, calmness, presence, and awareness without letting go of that resistance. If this helped you, please like this video, share your comments. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe to this YouTube video, and please stay tuned. I have more wonderful videos with similar things that you're going to love to help empower your life, get some clarity, find your peace, and to start to create the abundance in your life that you've always been looking for. I'll put some video links in the description of this YouTube video that are similar that I think you might be interested in. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you in a wonderful, wonderful way. And I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you next time.